stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper.
Edward.
Sir.
Townsend. Come on, you miss all the fun.
All artillery! Fire!
I've been looking at your papers.
Don't worry about me, sir. I'm ready to do my bit for king and country.
Listen, son, you find forward and reverse when you're told you'll do all right for me. Grab those, would you? Come and meet Big Bess. Woman of your dreams. And our new driver, boys.
Whoa, no, don't swear. She does not like it when you swear. Finch.
Edwards.
You've done this before.
Done what before?
Mind your business with manners. Listen, don't worry. She'll look after you, yeah?
All right, boys. This is the big one. Our orders are to punch through the German line, destroying artillery positions as we go. Finch.
Yes, sir.
After that, we'll advance on the French town of Cambrai, where I have been assured there is wine, women, and song. So you should enjoy that.
Ah, my man is wine. Jesus. Are we in safe hands or what, boys?
All right, my boys. Remember, boys, do your jobs, take care of each other. Big Bess will take care of you.
May Lord have mercy on our souls.
We get through this together, right, Edwards?
Right, sir.
Full ahead, driver!
The damn bird is shedding.
Molting, McManus. Bird's molt.
I'll pluck every feather off that damn...
Easy there. That pigeon could save your life. It's our only line of communication.
Get up there, Edward.
Yes. Starting to get the hang of it.
What'd you do back home?
Drove. A car. I was a chauffeur.
All stop. This is far enough. Infantry will go in the first whistle. Then we follow.
Heavens above. You ever seen anything like this?
I have, I'm sorry to say.
Listen, we're going to cut down the guns up by that windmill.
Alright guys, welcome back to my personal play for Battlefield 1 on the hardest difficulty. This is going to be the campaign mission called Through Mud and Blood. Remember, there's multiple little sub-missions within each story mission, and this is going to be part 1. That's how I'm breaking these videos up into different parts, because the videos can be quite lengthy. There's really not much to talk about in this first part of the campaign mission, just because it's just driving a tank. If you've played a military shooter before, you know there's always that level where you have to drive a tank or a truck or something like that, some kind of vehicle on the ground, and just shoot a bunch of stuff. And this is no different. Now, I thought when I first started playing this that this might be tough because I was playing on the hardest difficulty, but it's not, because you guys know in Battlefield you can always repair your vehicles. And so really, honestly, all you have to do is just go in there kamikaze and just keep repairing your tank a lot, and you can get through this thing with ease. But you know me, I'm gonna try to put as much strategy into it as I can. And so the first tip I'm gonna give you is try to stay out of the mud puddles, just because they will make your tank move slower. Although you're gonna see in this video, I'm gonna contradict that tip I just gave you. And a lot of times I'm gonna be driving right through the mud puddles, because I find that if you take like a mud puddle path, on the other side of that is some great lines of sight on some of these valued targets that you have to be taking out, right? So to me, it's kind of a risk reward thing, and I tend to go with that because like I said, I find that I can get better lines of sight if I go past the mud puddle paths, if that makes sense. Right here, I'm just taking out some small targets before I get to the hill. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is that, like you've already seen that I've already hit this tower twice, but what's happening is I'm not actually killing the gun, right? I'm actually just killing the guy that's on the gun. And so if you don't take out the gun itself, then other enemies will just keep assuming that role. Does that make sense? And you'll have to keep firing up there to kill people. And like I said, you could be putting yourself in harm's way, because anytime somebody's shooting at you from a turret or something like that, it's going to do more damage to your tank than obviously gunfire would. So you got to keep that in mind. Really, the gunfire, don't even worry about people shooting at you with a gun. It does, I mean, it's so minimal what it does to your tank. I wouldn't even worry about it. Honestly, I wouldn't even worry about grenades either. You're going to see that in this clip coming up on this hill right here. There's 2 or 3 grenades on me at once. They don't really do much to you, and like I said, all you got to do is just repair, right? Like right then, I think that grenade did like 11 points of damage or something. So it would take a ton of grenades to take out the tank. Like I said, gunfire really don't matter that much. So as long as you're shooting stuff and repairing, you know, probably every 15 to 30 seconds, give or take, you're gonna be fine going through this whole thing. I think the main thing you're gonna struggle with is just maybe not knowing where the enemy gunners are, like the people who are on the turrets and stuff like that. Once you know where all that stuff is, you'll be good to go. You will see a lot of stupid AI in this. Not like I said in the last video, not just in this mission, but in all the missions. They just stand around and I don't know. I feel like in this mission, what should have happened to make this mission hard would have been a ton of grenades getting thrown at my tank. I mean a ton. Like almost, what was it, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 type grenades getting tossed, or World at War. I know World at War had a ton of grenades that would get tossed at you. If they did something similar to that here, this would actually be tough, right? Because you would have to strategically put the tank somewhere to have cover, and you know, you had to be backing up and pushing forward. But you can see right here, I'm just sitting in the same spot shooting people and they're dying, and I'm not in any danger at all. And then I'm just thinning them out enough so I can capture this point. It's really simple, and I feel like it could have been a whole lot tougher had they just been tossing more grenades at me. And I know that there's, you know, I've got allies on the map, and you know, like those guys back there now are shooting at my allies. I get all that, but I wanted hard. I always want hard mode to be actually hard. That's the point. Especially because I do YouTube videos, I want to be able to make guides, and the harder the game is, you know, the better the guide is, right? Because more people will be needing help. So it's all in kind of how you look at it, but I just wish that they would have done a better job at making the AI actually attack me a lot and make it tough. And like I said, it doesn't matter which campaign mission you play, and you'll see this as the video, you know, as the personal play goes on. It's just not that difficult. Like I said, the toughest part about it is just knowing what you got to do next. You can see right here, I'm contradicting my tips from earlier, going right through the mud, but I find that this is the best path. You can see in the bottom left hand side of the screen, my map, I'm getting very close to the line where I'm out of bounds, and that's kind of where I like to be. I like to just drive this line all the way up to the front, and then start taking out this next capture point. Okay, I just like the cover that I get here. There's a guy in there you can actually shoot. You can actually blow that up too, just like that. Take them all out if you want, and just kind of thin this whole thing out. And then what I'm going to do is drive up here, and there's like a bridge, like a wooden bridge. That's where I like to hang out. Yeah, it's coming up right here. This is where I like to be at, because you get cover from the wall in front of you. You see that wall right there I'm pointing at now? You get a little bit of cover there. You got the cover there on your left, and you can actually shoot See back there, you can actually shoot that target from here, which is great. Got to get a little bit, yeah, get your crosshairs right on the top of it, and you can actually take it out. And that way you don't have to worry about anything really on your left hand side anymore. It's all going to be from the front and from the front right, if that makes sense. And then you just, again, you're just thinning out people and killing stuff, and that's pretty much it. Now you're going to see a little crossfade coming up here, and that's because I completed this objective, but I wanted to make sure I started from the checkpoint, because it's a little bit different when you start from the checkpoint, and I'm going to show you here in a second why. When you start from the checkpoint, like right now, I am to the right of the building that we blew up earlier, okay? That's where I'm at. That's where it's going to start you at. But you see this tank right here that's in front of me, that's a friendly tank. He's on our side. And a lot of times, if you don't go to the checkpoint, that tank will not be there because I guess maybe it gets destroyed while you're trying to take the hill. So it might be better for you if you're struggling with this little section to just die on purpose. Once you complete the last objective, die on purpose, start from the checkpoint, and you'll have a friendly tank here that will kind of not really gonna help you out too much in terms of, because you can see it's already destroyed now, but it kind of just thins out. I guess it kind of puts some of the gunfire on it and not just you. You see what I'm saying? So it makes it a little bit easier for you to push up this hill. I wanted to put that in there as a tip as well. Now what you're gonna see here is me take out a couple of targets, and there's gonna be some debris. It's kind of to my right, my front right now, and that's kind of gonna be where I hang out for a little piece of cover. You can also shoot these right there. Boom, you can take that out from there. And then I'm gonna get right up here, and I'm kind of just gonna chill. See the rubble on my left? Gonna kind of chill right there because I want to thin all these people out first, because we're gonna have an armored vehicle coming down this road up here in just a second, and I don't want it shooting at me. Now those armored vehicles can destroy you quick. That's honestly, in my opinion, your worst threat in this whole thing is those. And even they're not that bad, but if they're shooting at you and you're getting hit with a couple of grenades, you can die fairly quick. So when you see an armored vehicle out on the map, that's really when you want to be cautious. And with this particular armored vehicle, you can see right there the hint on the screen. The front of it is very, it's more sturdy, I guess. It's built better, so your gunfire is not going to do a lot to the front of it. But the side and the back are the weakest. They're the most vulnerable to gunfire. So even as it's coming down the street, of course you can't hit the back of it because you don't have an angle, but you can hit the side of it. So just try to aim at the side and take it out as quick as possible. And I think right here what I was doing was continuously shooting at it because, and I still don't know this because there's so much going on the map, I don't know if other enemies will get in it if it's not fully destroyed. Does that make sense? I don't think the enemy can repair vehicles like you can, but I just didn't want anybody else to get in it. Even though it was immobile, I didn't want them to still be firing at me. So you might just want to go ahead and make sure that the armored vehicle is completely blown up before you decide to push at her, just for precautionary measures. And that's pretty much it. Now you just got to sit here and capture this hill. Basically all the enemies are going to continue to run back into the map and try to secure the next hill. Does that make sense? And as you clear hills, they just keep running back to the next hill, and the process just keeps going. And there's a quick cutscene coming up, guys, so I'm gonna let you guys watch this, and I'll be right back.
Road dead! I can't move it! Finch! I need you out there to take a look. Watch your road, Finch! Edwards, get on and lend him a hand! Okay. Left side words.
You good? You sure?
Keep it together, lads! Just get us moving! You done? Come on, we gotta move! Edward, get us fixed and get back in!
Alright, so now we're back into the tank. we have to go up here and destroy some artillery. Right there, just gave us our prompt. Again, we're going to do the same thing. We're not really capturing a hill at this point like we were, where we have to stay on a point for so long. So this is all about just destroying the artillery. Pretty simple stuff. You can see right here that I'm going through the mud, which is what I told you guys not to do at the beginning. But like I said, that's entirely up to you. You can go straight down this road right here, but there's going to be a lot of people shooting at you. And again, over here, even though I'm going through the mud, there's no enemies. So it doesn't really matter if you're going slow or not, right? It's going to make the, I guess, the level play out a little bit longer, but you're going to be very well protected. And you'll see when we get up here that the artillery that I'm trying to take out is going to be right in front of me. And I can shoot the artillery across the road too from this lookout point. So it's going to be really easy for me to do this next objective. Just stay on the left hand side of the map. If you look down in the bottom left, you can see that I'm right there on the border of the map. Like if I go any more to the left, I'm going to be out of bounds. That's exactly where you want to be. A lot of times in these games, when they give you a mini map like that, if you get on the border of the map, you are more protected than obviously going down the middle of the map, because that's where the game wants you to go. So you'll always see me use that in any game that I play. I'll always test the borders of the map first to see if it has an easier path. You can see right there, one shot destroyed all of them. There's going to be some more across the road here. I think you have to put multiple shots into those to take them out. Yeah, see, there's two more. That first one you can get, I think, with one. And then, yeah, then if you shoot another one across, you'll get the other two. And then just go ahead and drive over that. I love these tank missions though. I just wish it were tougher, I guess, is my whole thing. Now we got to capture Big Willie's farm. Again, this is real simple stuff. Although keep in mind here that the game is going to throw something new at you. Remember, we had the armored vehicle before, but it was slow. We're going to have these small armored vehicles now, and they're fairly quick. They can close the distance on you really quick, so you want to take them out as fast as possible. I would honestly take them out before I took out anything else. Once you see those little fast movers inbound, I would go ahead and make sure that I destroy them. I think mine's about to pop up right here. But again, it's a little bit stupid. It runs into a hill, and then I shoot it, and of course now it can't go anywhere, and it's over. I mean, just that quick. So maybe they should have thrown a little bit more of those at me here instead of just one. You know what I mean? Just to make it a bit tougher. But I don't know. I guess for me, guys, when I see hard difficulty in a game, I just expect it to be hard, like super hard, and I want it to be hard. Some people don't want games to be that difficult, but I do. Even a game like Uncharted, where they have the brutal difficulty, a lot of people get frustrated with the brutal difficulty. I'm like, nah, I want it to be. Even though a lot of the brutal difficulty in Uncharted games are not hard because they're necessarily hard, it's just because the kill times are so small, right? But I like that. You know, to me, that I love the challenge, whether it's balanced or not, if you will. I still love the challenge. So I just wish this game would have been a little bit tougher. This is going to be another easy point for us to capture right here. You're going to see here, I'm not even going to get into much cover. I'm going to go over this trench, and then I'm just going to be right out here in the open, and these guys can do nothing with me. Like I said, as long as you're repairing frequently, killing stuff, thinning people out, you should have no problem. Keep in mind that you can destroy these propane tanks right there and get you and destroy everything around it, right? So there's a good way to take out buildings and a bunch of enemies at one time. And here we go. I'm just gonna sit here. I think I do rock back and forth a couple of times and drive around a bit, but for the most part, I'm in this general area this entire time, and nobody can really do anything to me. Although if you do look closely, you'll see some ghost bullets in this section. I believe there was some ghost bullets when we did the first, I think, was it Piccadilly Mill? If you go back and watch that, you'll see ghost bullets from my gun that I'm shooting, where not all the bullets are registering, which I found a little bit frustrating. It happens not just in this mission, but a couple of the other missions too. I don't know if that carried over in the multiplayer or if that has been patched in the campaign, but I found that a little bit annoying when there's nothing worse than playing a shooter game and your bullets not registering when you shoot. Like, that's the worst. So hopefully that's all been fixed. And I also find, look at that, I swear I'm shooting that dude, Maybe I'll have to slow down the footage when I watch it back and see, but I'm pretty sure from what I'm watching in my editing software here, I was just tearing that dude up, but getting no hit markers. But that's kind of annoying when you're playing a game like this and people are not dying when you expect them to die. That should never happen. But again, I'm just sitting here chilling, not really doing too much. You did see me take out a couple of high value targets up there on the hill. You definitely don't want that stuff shooting at you when you're down here, because if that stuff is shooting at you and they're tossing grenades on you, then you could be in a little bit of danger. But as long as you take out the turrets and stuff like that, guys, the regular little enemies on the screen are just never going to do that much to put you in harm's way. And that's a new objective down. We're going to wait for our orders. I think here I take the left road. Yeah, I'll go left here by this building that we destroyed earlier. And there's going to be an armored vehicle that comes down this little road right here. Again, it's not the small fast armored vehicles, but the big ones that move kind of slow. So as long as you start getting your shots on early, you're not going to have any problems. And you can also stay back. I think I'm going to show you a little piece of cover down here where you can go. There's like a hill with a tree, and you can actually get right behind it and get you a little bit of cover if you want to. Well, like I said, I don't even think you're going to need much cover here. You see that armored vehicle coming? And remember, you can shoot for the front if you want to. It's just going to take more shots. So if you can try to get your... See, I'm trying to get to the side where I can get an angle to shoot it on the side. That's going to just kill it a whole lot quicker. Now you can see that I've spotted it. So now I can kind of get behind this brush and this tree for cover. And all I have to shoot is that orange... I think that it's not a triangle, but you know what I'm talking about. That orange marker, if you will. And I can kill it, and I don't really have to see it. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to give you a little bit of cover right there until you're ready to push up. And again, I think here I just kept shooting it because I was like, I just want to make sure that nobody gets in there and tries to shoot while it's immobile. Again, I don't know if they can do that or not, but you want to make sure that they can't. Okay, so now we're made it to the bridge. This is again going to be a very easy section. I think there's a gun right there that you can shoot. There's also one on the other side of the bridge that I think I shoot once I get on the bridge. And that's pretty much it. Once you finish taking out these two turrets and then you go across the bridge, there'll be a cutscene, and that's when I'll let you guys just enjoy, because that is going to be the end of this particular campaign mission. So I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of this bridge section. Like I said, we're going to be going through the mud up there in just a second. And once we get there, the storyline will take over and you guys can watch that. And then I'll see you guys right back here in the next part of Through Mud and Blood. Talk to you guys soon. Be good.
Another high achiever!
More damn mud! Turtle, push through! They were waiting for us! Get us moving!
Shit!
Can't get any traction! Push him back, lads!
Get off that thing, you
We're fixing
freak
a barrel
scum!
here!
No traction, sir. I can't move her.
Come on! Come on, then! Richard! Richard! Hey, you two minds, you're gonna get us all killed! Edward's behind you!
son, do you understand me?
Sir!
Orders! Sir, new fire mission. It's Townsend, sir. Sir. 3, 6, 4, turn!
Here it comes, boys. Nice serving with your lads.
Fucking ducks! Artillery!
You have the look of the devil, Townsend.
Is that right?
All we got out here is blind orders and chance. Which you'll do for us first, you reckon?
I'm sick of your lip, McManus.
Aye, sir.
Yes, let's start it up. Lions backing up.
Big best. Give us a break. Give us a break. Come on. Come on, miss. Come on, stop. Stop, big miss. Stop. It stopped. Are you just gonna stand there?
Hell. There's fog up ahead. I can't see more than 20 yards.
We're pushing through. Edwards, I'll drive. You jump out and scout ahead.
Don't be a hero, lad. Just do your job.